Okay, when we are talking about time of events, if transit Saturn aspects natal sun. So as we discussed earlier, generally transit Saturn aspects 159, 3711 houses. Second house, it doesn't give much result. So we can take 159, 3711, 100% result. Some people say fifth house gives 100% and ninth house gives 100%, seventh house 70% like that. No, I don't observe like that. What I observed is from anywhere, if Jupiter aspects any planet in 159, 3711 gives same result, no doubt. And if it is second, for example, because these Jupiter or Saturn or Mars or Venus or Mercury, these are generally become direct and retro. They also become retro. That's why we don't consider these second house and 12th house seriously until and unless suppose Jupiter becomes retro, then only we have to take it consideration. So second house here in we don't give importance here. So only 12th house we will give importance if it is retro. So finally what I want to say is, if transit Jupiter aspects one where it is posited, where it is standing, from there fifth house it will aspect fifth house, ninth house, third house, seventh house, 11th house. Suppose Sun is in fifth house, ninth house, 11th house, seventh house, third house, for example, then the native will get success or respect, promotion, cooperation from higher authorities. And if the wife is pregnant, the native will get male progeny. And it is good for father, good for male progeny. And father will get promotion and even highest position in his field. So whenever transit Jupiter aspects natal sun in our horoscope, the native will succeed in his efforts. It may be education or profession or business, whatever it may be. So he will definitely succeed. And when he gets success, generally he will be respected. That is quite common. So if it is profession, he will get promotion so that he will get respect. So he will get cooperation from higher authorities, particularly if it is government. Even from government also, he will get some government related schemes, benefits of government related schemes. Or he will get support from government or politicians. So if the wife is pregnant or if it is a female horoscope, the native will beget male progeny. And this is good period for this 1 year is good for father. And father will get promotion or highest position in his field. So if transit Jupiter aspects natal sun, so the native will get success, respect, promotion. And good for father, good for male progeny.
So sir, no bad thing will happen to anyone.
No,
only good thing will happen.
Jupiter gives only positive. Jupiter here positive effect. Jupiter gives only positive things. Whatever planet it may be. So even Rahu and Ketu also, their Karakattvas, it will give only the benefits of their Karakattvas. So if the planet is, for example, bad planet, then the native will get bad results. That depends on only planet, not Jupiter gives what is whatever the Karakattvas the planet having.
Yeah, sir. But sir, this means every alternate year there will be some good thing will happen to the sun.
Yeah,
because every alternate year Jupiter will be having an aspect on natal sun.
No. Whether sun is strong or weak, we have to check first.
That I understand.
Yeah.
So the scale of result will depend on the quality of sun.
Yeah. Yes.
But every alternate year, some good thing will happen to sun.
Bad thing also. If sun is with other enemy, for example, then father will get. Here, sun is only good for the native. But at the same time, If sun is with, for example, Venus. So sun and Venus are enemies. So father may be rich. So father will get good things. But when it comes to childbirth or something, generally due to low sperm count, here the native, female native, for example. So she may get some heart related, so the same Karkatwas. Venus is here, female native, and sun is here, heat governing planet. So she may get heart related problem. So it depends on Karkatva of the planet on which Jupiter is transiting. Over.
Okay.
So if Jupiter is, for example, transiting over natal moon, there will be change. Moon is change of residence, change of house, and moon is mother, and Jupiter is here, divine perspective. Generally, mother will definitely turn to be spiritual during this 1 year. She will do satsanga with gurus at her house. She may go on a pilgrimage, and she may have a dip in the holy water. So such things generally mother will do. So mother will turn devotional. And if it is, for example, wife is pregnant, the native will beget female child. If it is sun, male child, and if it is moon, female child. Sun, Mars, Jupiter, male, and moon, Venus, female. So Jupiter aspects. If Jupiter aspects at the time of delivery, we can predict the native will get male progeny if Jupiter aspects Sun, Jupiter, and Mars. Suppose transit Jupiter is aspecting natal Venus, natal moon, then the native will get female progeny. So like this, we can predict. And for example, here, when it comes to change, so it may be change of residence or change of office. Even some people use a sitting table, and they may change, at least in the office. So suppose they are sitting facing north, so they may change their chair and table facing east. Like that, there will be some change in the office and sitting position at least. So there will be change of residence or change of office, and mother will turn devotional, and birth of female child, and there will be changes. And when it comes to traveling, suppose moon is with Rahu or moon is with Ketu. Moon is traveling, Rahu or Ketu foreign. So foreign body. So that's why the native will go abroad. If Jupiter, transit Jupiter aspects moon, Rahu, moon, Ketu, the native will go abroad. And contact with female. Suppose the native has illicit relation yoga, which we have discussed earlier. Suppose Venus moon, Rahu, and Mercury moon, Rahu. This type of combinations are there in the horoscope. The native will have contact with females. So it doesn't mean that everybody has illicit relations whenever transit Jupiter aspects moon. Moon is conjoined with which planets? So what type of yoga is formed with moon? That is, we have to check. So moon is with Venus, moon is with Mercury, moon is with Mars. Generally, these are illicit relation yoga. And moon is with Venus, Rahu, and Mercury, Rahu, also very bad yoga. So then, during this time, the native definitely will be involved in this type of unethical affairs and illicit affairs. At the same time, he may be involved in drinking, smoking, like that. Because Jupiter is the native himself. He will have these bad habits because Jupiter aspects moon. But Jupiter is strong here or weak. Based on that, Jupiter is with enemies or Jupiter is with friends, we have to check. Suppose Jupiter and moon are only together, so then the native will go abroad. So like that. Suppose moon and Saturn are together. Moon and Saturn is here, always transfers in his job, change of job. Whenever Jupiter aspects moon, Saturn, the native will be transferred from one place to another place. So as you said, every 2 years, every 1.5 year, every 2 years, the native will change his job if Saturn and moon are together. So like this, transit Jupiter, if transit Jupiter aspects moon, there will be change of residence or off, or the native may beget female child, mother will turn devotional, and the native may have contact with females if he has any illicit relation yoga, sex yoga, and the native may have kapha related problem because moon is kapha. If it is female, moon is here garbha, moon rahu, garbha dosha, abortion, like that, and ill health to mother. So because moon is here mother, suppose moon is with enemies like Venus or Mercury, so then mother will get ill health. So when it comes to Mars, Mars is ego planet and Jupiter is the native. So the native will be egoistic, very powerful. This 1.5 year he will be very aggressive. He has power and he is very adamant. He cannot listen to anybody. He is very impulsive. This 1 year he will be very impulsive and he will take decisions without proper thinking. So then he may repent later. So because he will have dispute with others. He will have disputes with others. He will fight with others. He will beat and then think. This year, this 1 year, whole year, first he will beat somebody and later he will think and later he will repent later. He will. So like this construction, he may start any construction because Mars is construction things. Suppose Mars and Venus are together. So whenever Jupiter aspects Mars and Venus, the native may start construction of a house. And our technical activity. He may start any technical activity because Mars is technology. And marriage prospects for female native. So suppose if it is female native, the native will get married. Female native will get married because Mars is husband. Mars is marriage for women. So that's why generally, for example, now, right now, where is Jupiter? Jupiter is in Aquarius. And actually, in the female horoscope, some female has some women a lady, some unmarried girl has come. She is asking, so when will I get married? So generally, my parents are searching for matches. So will I get married this year or not? So suppose in her horoscope, Mars is in Pisces. So now actually Jupiter is retro. And it will become direct after this November 20th or like that. So after 20th. So then what will happen? So there will be 4 months actually up to April, Jupiter will be in Pisces. So we can predict that. So from November to April, you will get married. There are chances of getting married. And you can also check what is this called, this Panchanga and all these things. And you check whether there are any Muhurta, marriage Muhurta or not, you have to check. So in particular month, there will be Muhurta. So you can predict that probably during that particular month, you may get married. And we will also, now we are discussing only year prediction. This year, the native will get married or not, because Jupiter denotes year prediction work. Jupiter gives year prediction work. So we have to check monthly predictions based on Venus, Sun, and Mercury, Mars. Okay, then you will understand which month the native will get married. So now probably the lady who has come here, the unmarried girl who has approached you. So in her horoscope, Mars is in Pisces. So you will predict that after November, there is a possibility of getting marriage for you. So marriage prospects are there. So when up to which time? So up to April, because up to April, Jupiter will be in Pisces. So your Mars is in Pisces, that's why you will definitely get married. And here, the native already, the female native is already married, then what will happen? So it is good for husband, because Mars is husband, Mars is siblings, good for siblings. This whole year, good things will happen to the husband in a female horoscope, and in male or female horoscope, good things happen to the siblings. So particularly younger siblings. Siblings are good for all siblings, but particularly younger siblings. And marriage prospects for female native, and if married, her husband will get job or promotion, and male progeny. Mars is male, so that's why whenever transit Jupiter aspects Mars or Sun or Jupiter, natal Mars, natal Sun, natal Jupiter, transit Jupiter, if transit Jupiter aspects these three planets, the native will beget male progeny. And when it comes to Mercury, Mercury is actually, what are the Karakatwas of Mercury? Mercury is business, Mercury is land, Mercury is education. And Jupiter is the GV, transit Jupiter is here GV. That's why the GV will get education and profits in business and profits in land. All are good qualities. So actually Jupiter always brings fortune here. So if transit Jupiter aspects Mercury, the native will get through the examination with flying colors. So you may ask, sir, will he get ranks or only he will pass? So that depends on the combination of planets of Mercury. Mercury is conjoined with the Moon, Mars, Ketu, then the native will only pass. If Mercury is conjoined with Venus, Sun or Jupiter or Rahu, then the native will get highest score and he may get ranks also. So whenever Jupiter transit Jupiter aspects Mercury, pass is guarantee, but it depends on the score, depends on other combination of planets with Mercury. So Mercury is with friends, the native will get highest ranks. Mercury is with enemies, the native will only pass. But he will not fail, he will pass definitely. If Jupiter aspects Mercury, the native will pass. And moreover, Mercury is here knowledge, so the native will have new knowledge, and the native will get landed gains. There will be professional training and official meetings, learning occult sciences, because Mercury is here, occult sciences, astrology, numerology, palmistry. So Mercury is here, palm. Mercury is writing. So Mercury is calculation, numerology. Mercury is actually here connection with Ketu. So Mercury, Ketu, Ketu is Vedic and Mercury is knowledge. So Vedic knowledge and astrology. Astrology is also calculations. Veda Ganita. Astrology is Veda Ganita. So Mercury is Ganita and Ketu is Veda. Veda Ganita. Mercury, Ketu, astrology. So that's why if Jupiter aspects Mercury, so possibility of learning occult sciences and any new knowledge, any new course, suppose it may be computers or, so if it is computer, Mercury will be with Rahu. If it is any technical course, Mercury will be actually with Mars in our horoscope. So whenever Jupiter aspects Mercury and depending on other combination of planets with Mercury, we will predict which course we will learn. And profits also same. When it comes to business, suppose Mercury is with Venus and or Jupiter or Sun or Rahu, then definitely the native will get profits. Mercury is with the enemy, for example, Mars, Moon, Ketu, the native will get only minimum income only. So it does not get more profits. He does not get more profits, but suppose whatever losses he got in the previous year will be balanced now. So whatever proceeds, whatever he gets through business this year will be here compensated. Last year, suppose he might have incurred losses, so he will have to clear his debts or payments or whatever it may be. He will get money whenever Jupiter aspects Mercury. He will get money, but he will have to clear his debts. That's the problem. And Jupiter is on Jupiter. Jupiter is a fortune planet. So whenever Jupiter aspects the GV, so the native will get fortune. That means the native will get name and fame, promotion, very good time, respect, and male progeny. Jupiter itself a male planet. So that's why Jupiter aspecting Jupiter, transit Jupiter aspecting natal Jupiter, the native definitely will get respect and promotion, very good time, and male progeny. So now when it comes to Venus, Venus is here. When transit Jupiter aspects Venus, Venus is Karakatvas are Venus is money, Venus is house, Venus is vehicle, luxuries, comforts, and wife, and children. Venus gives children. Who gives children? The wife only. That's why children also. So if transit Jupiter aspects Venus, the native will get children first. So at the same time, it will be female. So Venus is actually female child. At the same time, the native will get married. If he is unmarried, the native will get married. If it is male, for the male, there will be marriage prospects, male native. And the already married native, for the married native, the native, it will be good for wife and his daughter. And the wife and daughter may get jobs or whatever it may be. And earning money, he will earn money, and there will be affluence assets. He will gather assets and celebration. He will conduct certain celebrations, and he will construct house or vehicle. He will purchase vehicle, or he will purchase house, flat, apartments, and luxury goods. He will purchase luxury goods and vehicles and female progeny and female progeny. So far, whatever we have discussed, if we recap once again. So, when do the native get female progeny? If transit Jupiter aspects Venus and Moon, the native will get female progeny. And when do the native get male progeny? If transit Jupiter aspects Sun or Mars or Jupiter, the native will get male progeny. So, but we have to take the time of delivery. If the wife is pregnant, only this principle will work out. When the native will get pregnancy and these we have to discuss, that is different. Here we are talking about only at the time of delivery, the native will beget male or female, we are telling. So, and marriage, when it comes to marriage, if transit Jupiter aspects Mars in female horoscope, the female native will get married. If transit Jupiter aspects Venus in male horoscope, the native will get, the male native will get married. So, like this, we can predict marriage and children. And education. If transit Jupiter aspects Mercury, the native will get through the examination, pass the examination. So, if Mercury is conjoined with friends or ranks, the native will get ranks. If Mercury is with enemies, he will only pass. Business also same. He will start a new business or he will get profits in business if transit Jupiter aspects Mercury. If Mercury, natal Mercury is conjoined with enemies, then he may not incur losses, but only he will not get at the same time profits. Even though he gets profits, only the accounts will be balanced, because previously he might have incurred losses, and at the same time profits will be the same. Here income and payments will be the same. So the flow of money will be only enough for payments. And at the same time, when do the native purchase? When does the native purchase house or vehicle? Whenever transit Jupiter aspects Venus, the native may purchase car at a time. At another instance, at another time, the native may purchase house. At another time, he may get married. At another time, he may get female children. So in our life, you see, when life is going on, So there will be so many instances when we purchase house or vehicle like this. So many things generally, all things may not happen at a time. So when it comes to Saturn, Saturn is actually Saturn Kargatva is work governing planet. Saturn is work governing planet. So Jupiter is actually GV. Transit Jupiter, whenever transit Jupiter aspects Saturn, the GV is aspecting what? Work. So that means the native will get employment. If he is already employed, he will get promotion or he will get a transfer if he wants. And the smooth going period. In 1 year, there will be no disturbances in his office or at workplace. So whenever Jupiter aspects Saturn, his job is stable, no doubt. So next, Rahu. Whenever transit Jupiter aspects Rahu, Rahu is accident, Rahu is surgery, Rahu is death. So there may be possibility of accident or surgery or ill health or even death also. So we will learn these death principles in Jupiter rounds when the native will die. So here only I am giving if transit Jupiter aspects Rahu, possibility of death is there. So there are some other conditions also. So Saturn should also aspect Ketu. Then only death will occur. Death will take place. So moreover, in which rounds the native will get death, that is we have to check. Whether the native has long life or short life, we have to check. So in order to predict death, we have to discuss many things. So it is premature to comment on that. Here only I am giving an example. If Jupiter transit Jupiter aspects Rahu, there is a possibility of death or accident or surgery or something like that. And there will be fear of failure. And if it is women, Rahu is connected with moon, there will be abortion. So such things may take place. If transit Jupiter aspects natal Ketu, the native will get ill health, but Divya Gnana, enlightenment. So the native will meet Sadgurus and he will conduct satsang with Gurus and he will go on pilgrimage, he will take a bath or dip in the sacred river like Ganga and he may go to like Haridwar, Rishikesh and he will learn occult sciences. So this is possible with Ketu. Ketu is here Vedic sciences. And so whenever transit Jupiter aspects Ketu, the native will visit some Punya Kshetra and he will visit, he will have a darshan of Bhagavan. So he will have darshan of Guru, Sadguru, and he will take some mantra as Upasana from a Guru and he will practice the mantra during that year and he will get Siddhi. So this is all possible. Whenever transit Jupiter is aspecting Ketu, these things will be possible. So let's recap once again. So for example, if transit Jupiter aspects Sun, so good for father and male progeny is possible. If transit Jupiter aspects Moon, there will be change of house or foreign travel. If transit Jupiter aspects Mars, the female native will get married. If transit Jupiter aspects Mercury, students will pass, and if they are businessmen, they will get profits in business. If it is land related business, land related gains. If Jupiter aspects Jupiter itself, the native will have fortune. If it is Venus, the male native will get married here. And the native, whether it is male or female, the native will purchase house or vehicle if transit Jupiter aspects Venus. And transit Jupiter aspects, for example, Saturn, the native will get a job if he is jobless. He will get promotion if he has job. So Saturn is here job. If transit Jupiter aspects here Rahu, ill health, accident. If transit Jupiter aspects, for example, Ketu, the native will get a Divya Gnana and he will meet Sadgurus. So like this, he will have divine perspective person. He will become a divine perspective person this year, particular year. So, whenever transit Jupiter aspects whatever planets, the planet related karakattvas here are exposed here. So, the native will get benefits from the karakattvas of that particular. So, Jupiter is the native. So, he will get sun is name and fame. Moon is here traveling, transport related. So, foreign travel. So, like this, we have to predict based on the planets on which Jupiter is transit or transit Jupiter is aspect. Okay, sir. Any doubt?
No, I'm good, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We will continue Saturn in our next class.
No problem, sir.
So here you see whether the planet is friends or enemies. Based on that, you have to give predictions. Mercury is with the enemies, so business is the native may not get losses, but he will not get profits. Mercury is with friends, so then he will get profits and he will get highest ranks in education. He will get more profits in land related business. Even Saturn also like that. Suppose Saturn is, for example, with Mars Ketu, he will get an ordinary job. So we can't say even Saturn Rahu, Saturn Mars, Saturn Ketu. So ordinary job. But Saturn is, for example, with Jupiter, Saturn is with Venus, Saturn is with Mercury. The native will get very good job. It depends on the combination of planets with that particular planet on which transit Jupiter is transiting. Wow. So in the similar way, Sun and Moon, the same combination. Moon is with enemies like Venus, Mercury. So the native definitely will have illicit relation. Moon, Venus, Rahu. Moon, Mercury, Rahu. Moon, Mars. The native will have illicit relation. But only Moon is not connected to, Moon is connected with only friends only, Jupiter. So then the native definitely will have only change of house only. Change of house only. Suppose Moon, Jupiter, Saturn is there. So the native will be transferred and also will get promotion. Every time, whenever he changes his job, he will get promotion. So this type of generally we see in technical people. So Saturn, for example, with Jupiter Moon, whenever transit Jupiter is aspecting this combination, even Mars will be there, technical, Mars and Rahu, that's not a problem. So whenever transit Jupiter aspects Saturn, Moon, Jupiter at a time, so whenever he will change his, whenever he is transferred to new place or whenever he changes jobs, he will get promotion. Particularly in technical field, that is what happens nowadays. So if he jumps from one company to another company, he will get more salary. So that will be possible because of Jupiter and Saturn combination. Moon is only transfer here. So like this we have to check. Okay, good day and see you on next Friday.
Okay, sir.